Uh, Hi, Lisette, how are you?
Hello, everything's fine. What about you?
Well, I'm okay. Well, the reason of this meeting is that I need to uh, increase the price of the rent. The new price is of $1,700 dollars. And do you have any question to the?
Yeah, I used to pay $1,300 like a month ago. Don't you think this is a little bit, I don't know, expensive? If you had told me about this, I don't know, like probably last year the contract was saying like, I don't know, from this month on you get an increase of any such an amount, probably it would have been different. Don't you think that it's kind of unannounced and everything due to the time?
Okay, let me tell you why I need to increase the price of the rent. Besides all the personal stuffs and the interaction that I have with you and your friends on the past months, the reason is that in the price of the market has recently rise in a little bit. Actually, the I talked with this with two consultors, and they recommend me to increase the price to $1,800. But because we already have a contract and I already know you from the past years, I decided to do not increase the price to that range. But recently we were having like troubles with your room. Like, I if I didn't told you to you do not pay the price of the rent in the day that we said, or the room isn't as clean as we stipulated in the contract, and we have like a little issues with your contract, and that's the reason. I remember that I sent you a message about the price was going to increase, but you didn't answer to me until the day we set this meeting. So I don't know if you have any question or any doubt.
Right, so I of course I have to admit that I didn't reply immediately, but that's since you know that I'm actually a full-time student, so it's kind of overwhelming to me to look into every single message since I got a
Mhm.
lot of exams, a lot of work to do, and it's kind of complicated for me to just like be 100% committed to like the event because you know I have to work. Um part-time in order to fulfill everything that I have to purchase and all that kind of stuff. And you know, everyone knows that as a student we are financially distressed much more since I'm not originally from here. It's kind of complicated for me to just say, yeah, definitely can afford it. And even if my parents actually fully support, uh,
Yes.
it's kind of complicated to just say, you know what, instead of, I don't know, like being what we agreed before, $400 kind of, I don't know, unreasonable probably. I completely understand that the inflation, there are many economic factors that might play a role in his situation, and it did occurs, if it's 100% understandable, but you have to know that i mean these neighborhood, it's all right. I have never faced any kind of violence or anything like that. We both know that it's not the safest place to go to the university, and much more since I'm a girl, and since a hun- I don't know, like 90% of the time alone coming home at 10 p.m. I don't know. You know that I don't have any pets.
Okay.
I know that a lot of my neighbors got one.
Let me know something. When we stipulated the contract, you were having a roomie. I don't know if the room is still in your room or what happened to your roomie. Can you tell me if the room is still in your room?
Yeah, so actually she's not here, and I thought that she actually told you about that. She left a few weeks ago.
Okay.
She said that
She
she had
she
sent me a message.
Well, once again, like we have like this problem where like you don't talk to me about what is happening in the room, and I don't like really know what is happening. But let's set an agreement, okay?
right? Uh,
I'm I need to be serious. I am not going to lower the price of the new rent, but I can be flexible because I was already in your shoes. I also went to the university. I also need to rent a room, and I was also working at the same time. So before I set a price or set these new terms, I need to know what are you agree of, because in the past months you don't answer my messages. The room isn't as clean as we said, and we have some little disagreements with the terms of the contract we first stipulate. Okay, so I need to hear about you. What are you agree to these new uh, following months?
so, well, first of all, I understand what you said about like not having the best apartment ever. I mean, as you mentioned before, I used to have a roommate. She used to live here, and she was the one that actually was here like, I don't know, 8 hours in the day. I mean, she was
Okay.
part-time student, so it was much more complicated than just that. And we have to be, as you mentioned, we have to be realistic. The past month, I told you that I sent you a message about uh something that was going on with the door, that it was kind of stuck. You said no, it's going to be arrived, blah 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 blah. You never
Hmm.
came to it until it literally broke.
Hmm.
So I literally sent you messages, I sent you photos and everything, and you until then you realize, all right, so we have to check it in. So instead of like prevented it, um, you only like act once everything was messed up, you know. And I know like it's kind of really complicated to be a landlord and to be rented for both parties. So I don't know, like probably like given all these matter, we could agree on instead of 1,700 per month, 450 for the next month, and then I don't know, in about 2 months, raise up until 100 and 600, and that
Right.
way you'd be increasing it to it more. But I mean, I'm just trying to be realistic to tell you what I can afford and like to don't let you down at the same time, because I mean it's not that far from the university. So I think that next
Okay.
month,
We
like
can make
having this
the
kind of
following agreement. Okay. I cannot lower the price, but I may make an exception because I was already in your shoes. I know what are you going through, but at the same time I have new offers from new students that also want that room. But I am being loyal to your situation, okay? This is
Mhm.
the new agreement. I am not going to receive the $1,700 that will be the new price in this upcoming month, okay? But after that month, the price will be set. It's $1,700. We can divide the payment into like an example. On October 15th, you pay the 50% of the price, and at the end of the month, you pay me the other 50%. But if you do not make one payment, I need to increase the price of 2 or 3% of in the second date. Okay, because the situation in the market is already increasing. Like you in this semester we have all the foreign students, all the students that came from other countries, and they are also looking for an apartment, and they want to be as close or as safe or as any other situation that you already want. but I know you. I know that you were in these past days like uh, a good client, but I need to know what you think. Are you okay with this new arrangement?
Right. What about like these? We can do like another. I don't know. I prefer another offer. Like this past month. I mean, today is October the 2nd, so like October the 15th. It's literally in 2 weeks. I'm
No,
not
no,
going
no.
to make it
Like in this like today is
next
October.
month.
On November, you will pay me the same price as today. Like
All
I don't
right.
remember. It's 1,400
300. Like
and three
right,
hundred.
right,
Okay,
right, right. Uh-huh.
but
In
on
December we start
the,
on
the new
one.
prices.
Right.
Okay. I don't know
Right.
if you're going. I don't know if you're going to visit your family because I think in December you have vacations, winter vacations, but we cannot delay the prices. Maybe on December I can be also flexible because of the vacations and that you're not using the room as much as today.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as the year goes, we need to be more consistent on the payment. Okay, that
Right.
was that was a trouble that we have in the past months. That if I didn't talk to you about you need to pay, you wouldn't pay to me, and I also need the money.
Right, definitely. I fully understand what you're saying. And yeah, so like just to sum it up, from January, I mean the next year we'll be paying either me or me and a roommate the 1,700 per month, and you'll be willing to be much more flexible
Mhm.
until December. Is that all right?
Can you repeat the
Right, like we start the new terms with
yes
a new contract in January, but until December, you're going to be next month on November, I'm going to pay same
the
as
same
I'm paying
price?
today. On that's November. On in December, I'll be paying how much?
1,700. That is a new price. Okay.
Right. On what you said about me, like everyone actually not having like this kind of uh, flexibility properly. I mean, since there are a lot of people not going to holidays or back to the family, would you be willing to wait, I don't know, like until the mid of December to get fully the 1,700?
Let's make this new term. In right now you are alone in that room.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Okay. If you manage to get a roomie from here until you go to vacations, I don't know if you're going to leave, but please
Mm-hmm.
let me know before. Uh, I am willing to receive the half of the rent because you are not going to use the other half, like you
Right.
know. So if you manage to get a new roomie and she can pay me or he can pay me the other half, I don't have any problem because
Right.
I know at this moment you are going to pay the hundred the $1,300 dollars
Yes.
in November.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay with that. But in December we have the new term of the price. So
Right.
I am going to put a due date, and you
Right.
need to be uh, really respectful with this term. So what day you think you can get a new roomie?
Okay, let's say December the 20th,
28?
the 20th,
Okay,
20.
okay,
Uh-huh.
okay. But I'm going on vacations.
I mean, I can transfer the money to you, so
Uh, um, December 15, you're okay? Like it's a week
before.
before.
Right. So let's say that I managed to find someone on December the 50th, but
I
he or
can
she
help.
says
I also
3 days.
can help you with that
Right.
situation because, as I told you, I have too many offers from that room
Mm-hmm.
specifically. But like I said you before, I'm being loyal to your situation.
Right.
So we can also manage a meeting, and I can send you the aspirants to that room, and you can decide like if you want a girl, if you want a boy, if you want a guy from your university or a guy that works nearby. You
Right.
can tell me like any situation.
Right.
Okay.
So I think that we got a deal
Okay. So let's make it clear
officially.
once again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On the 30th of November, you're gonna pay me the same price as today. Okay.
Right.
And in December is starting the new price of $1,700. But if you don't manage to get a new roomie until December the 15th, you're gonna pay the same. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. We have a
Thank
deal.
you very much. We got a deal.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.